And you have a large Gothic cathedral that we're about to step into. To give you a little architecture history of Gothic cathedrals, they were built a lot in the 14th century in France a lot of the times, but all over the place. And Gothic architecture includes some very familiar things, including pointed, vaulted, walkways, flying buttresses that would help hold up the sides of the buildings. They're also known for having, in many cases, what are called rose windows, which are the specific ornamental windows that you'll see in the front of the house. Sometimes they're called Catherine wheels, which was named after Saint Catherine of Alexandria, who was sentenced to die on a spiked wheel. So sometimes they're called Catherine wheels, but you can see that right up above you. And Gothic cathedrals were often known for gargoyles. And I want to be very specific with what a gargoyle is. A gargoyle is basically a water spout that extends from the side of the building so that water doesn't go down the side of the building, thus help ruining the architecture. So that's what the actual gargoyle is. What we associate with gargoyles are actually called grotesques, and those are the images that we put on top of the gargoyles. Back in ancient Greece and ancient Rome and other areas, they would have lions would be their grotesques, and water would come from the lion's mouth. You could have anything as a grotesque. You could have, for instance, at Princeton University, you have football players that were important to their program that would serve as the actual gargoyles, or people that were really big in academia. You might have some Gothic cathedrals that had pagan gods on the front of them where the water would come out. But most of us associate gargoyles with these beastly creatures. So we kind of consider all of those gargoyles, if you will, even if it's correct or not. And we have several different looking gargoyles through the house. Sometimes they'll look like a bat. They might look like a demon. They might look like a monkey. And you'll see them as we come through. Now, specifically, these two gargoyles, or grotesques, we used to have at the front of our parks when we first opened up. We had gargoyles up there, and these were from the archway to our parks. And we now have them here in front of this house. And for those of you that have been coming to Universal for a while, you might recognize these guys from our Ghostbusters show that we used to have. They were in Gozer's Temple. So a little bit of Universal Orlando history. Now we can see scaffolding over here to my left, and this is indicated what's going on. The whole storyline is that this Gothic cathedral is being refurbished by day, but at nighttime, these gargoyles come to life. And they are ticked. So they're going to come after you guys because you happen to be coming through the cathedral. We have a couple statues at the beginning. Last year we had a house called Winter's Night, the Haunting of Hawthorne Cemetery. We talked about it earlier. And we had a statue at the beginning of that house. And right across from the statue, in the empty hole, was an actual scarecrow with the same outfit on, who would actually move when they wanted to move. Here, for costuming's sake, we made this a little bit different. We amped up the costuming this year. The actual hood is attached to the outfit. So the scarecrows on the other side has their face in, and they can move their head back and forth in creepy ways without the hood moving. So it's an extra creepy effect. Then they can trigger sound effects, which include stone creaking as they get back into their position and hold as a statue. And we're going to head into this stained glass atrium and into the next room. This is where you'll see your first actual gargoyle character.